Welcome back, artists. In my preceding video, I showed how I drew out this whitetail buck. I'll put a link to that in the description below. And now in this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to paint over this line drawing to make a beautiful line and wash painting. In watercolors, we normally start with light colors first and then work towards our darks. The whitetail has a white patch under his throat here, a little bit on his chin, and the antlers are very light colored and some white hair in the ears, a little bit around the eyes too. To show white, I oftentimes touch it a little bit with a little bit of cerulean blue just to help establish a three-dimensional look. Now let's add some of the creamy yellow color that is associated with a whitetail deer. This is raw sienna. As you can tell, I'm left-handed. And customarily for left-handed people like myself, our light source will be off the page at 10 o'clock. For right-handed people, it would be off the page at 2 o'clock. And keeping this in mind, I'm going to correspondingly paint in my lights and darks. This is quinacridone burnt orange, and I'm adding it a little bit just to help increase the sense of three-dimensional object that I'm painting here. The antlers are oftentimes a yellowish, whitish color. The main thing is that I make them lighter than the body of the deer itself. I'm going to darken the interior of the ear a little bit. Darken his eye. Now his eye is quite black. This is cobalt blue. I'll add a little bit of lunar black, not too much. The problem with black is it can quickly take over the painting if not used carefully. Oftentimes I'll use blue in conjunction with black, or maybe blue in lieu of black, because the blue will look more vibrant than just the black itself. I'll add a little bit of blue to the eye as well, but the eye is very dark. It's a black eye on the deer. Now I've intentionally left this little white area in the eye and then on the top of the nose. In the eye, that's called a lamplight. That's to make the animal look alive. Likewise, a reflecting sun area on the nose. Okay, there we go. There's most of the deer done. Now I'll add in some background just to give it a little bit of context and to loosen up the painting. When we loosen up, we paint outside the lines. It can take you a little bit to let your eye get used to doing that. But once you get used to it, it's really quite fun to do. Now here and there I'm going to paint outside the line just like I mentioned. And it will still look fine as long as I control the values between my main object and the background. All right, so there we go. There's our whitetail buck. All painted in. I like that. My paper's still wet. I'll let it dry. And then I'll share it with our friends online. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.